We left off making tacos in Francis Bay, and have spent a few weeks in St. John sailing, hiking, diving, and exploring, eating, and doing absolutely nothing at all. Check out our video, Tiny Living in the Caribbean. It was just perfect weather and wasn't worth working through. But now we're headed back to St. Thomas to pick up more mail for 2 projects that will change the way we live aboard Wicked this summer.
What are we doing, beautiful?
So we're installing a soft start onto our air conditioning. We have a Dometic 1600 BTU marine air conditioning.
16,000.
16,000 BTU marine air conditioning. And we're installing the soft start because at startup it pulls a lot of amperage and then it drops back down. It's enough for the generator to handle, but we're going to hook these up to our batteries. And it's not a 12 volt air conditioning, it's a 120 volt. So I usually say AC and DC, and Matt's like, you have to say 12 volt and 120 volt. So we don't have a 12 volt air conditioning because they're double the cost. So we are going to hook up our 120 volt to our inverter, and so it can take power from our battery bank that we've upgraded. But before we do that, we need to install a soft start so that it doesn't pull such a high amount of such a huge draw from our bank. So we got a soft start RV, which is this. However, there's not a lot of instructions on how to do it with a marine air conditioning. They do it with dometic RV air conditionings, so we are following the directions for a dometic RV air conditioning. And cross your fingers, because if this doesn't work out, we don't have air conditioning anymore, and then we're gonna have to start a GoFundMe. All right, let's get started. Before our new battery installation, we would run the air conditioner off our generator when we felt absolutely necessary. For one, it was loud, and 2, it increased our gas consumption, and that cool cabin air was easy to take advantage of. The instructions we followed were those found on the manufacturer's website. Again, these are instructions for an RV dometic unit and does not have any info or recommendations for using it in marine applications. When the air conditioner chipped in, the generator would rev all the way to 2,100 watts, then settle down to about 1,800. We didn't want that surge of power coming from our bank, which is why we installed a soft start. Now the power gently increases from the generator, and we have an idea of what the consumption would be like from our battery bank. The next order of business is something we're super excited about. We get to share with you something that could change the way you boat. Boats have smells no matter how much you clean, no matter how much you air it out, no matter how much you air freshen it, and between trying to stay on top of the dry bilge, humidity, mold, and heads, it just is what it is. We chase odors with air fresheners, Febreze, constant cleaning and airing out, but somehow you lock those hatches for the day and come back and that distinct boat smell is there. You know what I mean. Now, the solution to all that funk is AIRLOCK One. It's an air purifier with continuous odor control, and the best part is, I think the install is the easiest boat job yet. To install, first you find a location. AIRLOCK One should be installed close to the AC intake airflow. It can be installed in any direction, which makes finding a good location a breeze. Step 2 is to mount the device. AIRLOCK One can be mounted in 2 different ways. We chose to use the included metal mounting plate. Separate the metal mounting plate from the magnet, peel off the red liner to expose the adhesive, and firmly press the plate onto the clean surface for at least 10 seconds. Wait 10 minutes to allow the adhesive to bond properly. Bring the AIRLOCK One device close to the metal mounting plate and let the magnets attract. Next, you want to connect the wires to a power source. Ensure the power is off, very important, and make sure the power source matches the voltage requirement. Attach hot to hot and neutral to neutral. Then, for the exciting part, turn on the power supply. Verify the device is securely mounted and correctly wired. Turn on the power supply and a purple LED indicator will illuminate constantly when the device is working properly. AIRLOCK One can remain powered at all times. And now it's time to enjoy fresh cabin air. To know that when you're running your air conditioning, you're not just cooling and dehumidifying your air, but also purifying it is just so satisfying. It's been a couple of months since upgrading our 120 volt marine air conditioner to run off of our battery bank and adding the AIRLOCK One onto it. And it has really changed the way we live aboard here in the Caribbean. And we'll go through the install of our air conditioning onto our battery bank in the next video. But right now, I wanted to highlight AIRLOCK. Boat smells are just something you learn to deal with. And while we do a pretty good job mitigating all the smells, we have a sump pump. And that collects water from a few different drains in the boat, and it gets stinky in between cleanings. That's the not so glamorous side of boat life. After running the AC with AIRLOCK One, the smell is gone. It doesn't smell like lavender or lemon or any cleaning supply. It doesn't smell like stinky drain. It just smells like nothing. I noticed after about 2-3 days of running the AC, the smell could have been gone sooner, but as I said, you get used to boat odors. The tech is pretty cool. AIRLOCK One uses bipolar ionization technology to treat your boat's air. You saw how easy it was to install, and if you're running a boat with AC, it's a no-brainer to have AIRLOCK One part of your system.